keeping with our tradition of reviewing Scream Factory titles here, or at least mostly the old ones, or not old, but old films that they released now, I should say, brings us to the newish release on Blu-ray of Hiss or Snake, whichever way you want to go with it. That is 6 S's, I do believe, or is it 7? I think it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've learned that not only does the title have 7 S's in it, but I can in fact count to 7, which is a good thing. So this is an old one. I think it's like 1973. Yes, 1973. 10 years older than me, by the way. Tells the story of a doctor guy that's really experimenting with snakes. He ultimately has the plan to turn a man into a snake. Don't think that's known to his assistant at the time, who comes into play to help him with his snake handling ways. Everything's all good at first. The doctor's doing some cobra demonstrations. We have a snake that not only drinks alcohol, but reads books with the guy. And we have the guy who shows up as the assistant, finding a romantic relationship of sorts with the doctor's daughter. So all's well. But then things slowly seem to descend into a bit of turmoil as the townspeople kind of get a little unhip to their vibe because, well, they're snake people and they don't like the snakes. One dude is trying to sneak into the girl's window and runs into a snake, which of course sours with a lot of people. And of course the doctor shows he's a bit of a sinister guy, as he not only seeks revenge on that dude, but he's also turning the good assistant into his experiment, if you know what I mean. So we have a film that's a bit slow, not a bad movie, a bit of a slow movie, I would say. It has some pretty good effects, especially for 1973. Even though they're a little corny, they're still, I think, entertaining enough for most people to enjoy them. And it ultimately wins you over, I think. I think at the end of the movie, you're probably going to like a lot more than you did at the start, perhaps. Although I can't argue with the film that has an alcohol drinking snake. That is very entertaining, and I do find snakes extremely creepy. So the movie is what it is. It's solid. It's not going to blow your mind. It ain't going to bore you to death, although it does have some slow parts. But it's got, it could use blood, but what is this, like a PG? I think it's like a PG rated film. So PG 1973, so you're not going to get like a whole lot of blood and gore, but you get some interesting effects, especially for the time. Scream Factory also turns in what I would say is a solid enough transfer. Yes, it's an old movie. It looks maybe a little rich in color, I guess you could say, in spots, but it's still a very good transfer, especially when you're up close. And I think the story of the movie is they were using real snakes for the film. One time, I think, when one stunt was going on, they may have switched in a fake snake. And I don't think you can tell that with the transfer. Even though the transfer looks really good, they still, you can't tell when they used the fake. So, at least I couldn't on the first watch. But, like I said, it's solid. It's not going to blow you away, but it's not going to make you mad either. Kind of light on extras here. This one only has interviews with star Dirk Benedict and Heather Menzies, and a theatrical trailer. So a little light on extras for Scream Factory, but some releases these days don't really have anything at all, so maybe we should be happy that we got that. There's the inside look at the art. There is a reverse cover here that I will show. Jaws, let's see, Zanuck and Brown, who brought you Jaws, now presents a major horror film, Snake. So there's that cover. Maybe I prefer the 7 S's to the actual term, because it's always fun when someone tries to explain to you, hey, or tries to ask you and you try to explain to them what the movie is. Hey, what's that one? Oh, that's, well, it's what? It's, or Snake, or whatever you want to say. Like I said, good enough, but not great, but not off. If you can justify, going out and getting something that's in the middle, then hey, there you go. Like I said, I liked it enough. I give it a 3. It's solid. Give it a 3. It's also good to have, because if you remember that old MGM 4-pack of DVDs, you remember that? It was like, it was Phantasm 2, it was this, it was Funhouse, and it was Serpent and the Rainbow, and now you can get all 4 of those on Blu-ray from Scream Factory, so at least we can credit them for giving us hoarders an excuse to ditch some of our old discs. So this is, and it's solid, or should I say it's solid.